Welcome to Stoney Love Atlanta Morning Show, and I am your host today, Stoney Love. The Stoney Love Atlanta Morning Show has been brought to you by the Michael Law Firm and Stanton Publishing House. Today, I hope that you are having a superfragilistic, terrific day, and I have a great lineup for you. Yesterday's news and great interviews, and today we have in the studio author Ramona Goblin Webb and entertainer Chase Turner from Jacksonville, Florida. And as we move right along into the news, what's happened and what is happening, I want to talk to you about this ain't a game of Monopoly. Counterfeit money. Now, how likely are you to receive change as you make a purchase? Very likely. Recently, in Atlanta, an honor student was suspended for passing a $20 counterfeit bill in the lunch line. And of course, this was unintentionally because his father had given him the money after he received it from Change where he made a purchase earlier that day. Now, I find that the school sentencing him to suspension was very unreasonable. Now, speaking of love and marriage, till death do us part, well, the 74-year-old Georgia woman, she took that literally. Betty Sue Parton has finally been indicted after an investigation concluded that she killed her husband. It wasn't a fall after all. And as we have all heard about the Lifetime movie, Surviving R. Kelly, I have yet to see the movie. I do not plan on seeing the movie. Hope they get sued for the movie. And I have millions of things in life to survive as a black woman. And R. Kelly isn't one of them. And I'm literally trying to survive my credit, bank account, relationship, and life and stay focused. Now, there is this thing going around the internet with the intent. They're flooding the internet with the 5 and the 10-year challenges. And I've seen the comments that if you've had surgery, there's no need to post your pictures. Well, I'm hoping that they'll flood the internet with the 5, the 10-year personal growth challenge. I'm very excited to see that. Now, as we get ready to take our break, and upcoming next, we will have Chase Turner, the entertainer, and we're going to talk about what it's like in the entertainment world and what is going on in Jacksonville, Florida. And we'll be back right after these messages. Good morning and welcome back to the Stoney Love Atlanta Morning Show. And this section of the show is being brought to you by Stanton Publishing House, and this is, of course, our bookmark section. And today we have the author Ramona Goblin Webb, and her book is titled One Day at a Time. How are you today, Ramona?
I'm doing wonderful.
And tell us where you have driven from today.
Blytheville, Arkansas.
Now that is a drive.
That's a drive.
Well, I want to say thank you so much for coming to the Stoney Love Atlanta Morning Show and sharing your story with us. Now, One Day at a Time reminds me so much of the song. Is that any relation to that?
I have some songs in the devotional, so as you read, yeah, definitely taking it one day at a time.
Wow. Now, please tell us what motivated you to write a daily devotional?
What motivated me was I would write different statuses on Facebook, and people were like, "Oh my God, Ramona, that's nice." They would share. I wouldn't think a lot about it, but one day specifically in my inbox, a lady wrote me, and she said, "Ramona, I really, really, really love your status." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And she said, "You know what? I wish I could read them every day, because I wouldn't post them every day. I wish I could read them every day. Would you put it in a book?" And then another lady was like, "You know what? I feel like I can forgive. I feel like I can love again because I read your status and it just did something to me." And so I was like, you know what? Maybe I want to spread it out. So I kind of like began writing, and my mom was like, if you can speak, you can write. Oh, yeah. So she kind of motivated me to do it as well. And so I kind of did. It just took me one day at a time and did it.
And I love the title. I love the count. I love the book cover. It makes you want to read it because it sounds so soothing.
Yes.
Really, and that's what it's intended to do. Now, it says that you have a background in psychology?
Social work.
Oh, social work. Okay. Is that not, that's not the same thing?
It's kind of close. It looks close, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so exactly, well, may I ask what it is that you do in that expertise?
Yes. So I got my social work degree from University of Memphis back in 2008, and I used to work with hospice. I didn't know what it was. I just picked it. I was like, I'll do that one for internship, and I ended up getting hired on. So I did hospice, working with the terminally ill. Then I did case management, working with the mentally ill. And so then I went on from there, wanting to be my own boss. So I went to hair school at Paul Mitchell, and now I'm a hairstylist and a hair salon owner.
Oh, wow.
So I still do social work, but I kind of do hair and kind of,
So you kind of combine the two, and now you are a writer.
Now I'm a writer. Much is given, much is required.
And a mom.
Yes, a mom.
Oh, wow, you're busy.
I'm busy. And a wife, yeah.
And a wife, yes. But you seem, from when I first met you, very happy, very calm, very relaxed. So, meaning that you are loved, and you're, and when you meet people, you can tell that they are in a loving place.
Yes.
So, will there be more books after One Day at a Time?
Definitely. I'm actually working on one now, and I just, my mind is, it's like once you have that first baby, have that first book, it's like I can do this now. And so now I'm writing, and I'm in my notes all the time on my phone, and just kind of putting in my notes, send them over to my email, getting ready to write for Standing Publishing once again. So
wow, isn't that that is, and it's very motivating as well, because I've written a book before, and it's just sitting there in the desk.
You gotta come with it. You gotta do it one day at a time.
I know, one day at a time. Now, what is your best? I see. Okay, I've just turned to day 23, so I guess it was meant for me. Maintenance of the blessing. And it's Proverbs 10:22. The blessings of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it. But I am working really hard for my wealth. So what is it?
It doesn't add sorrows, though. The blessings of God doesn't add sorrow. I mean, we have to work. We have to use our faith, of course. Faith without works is dead. So we have to do something. We have to actually get up and do the action. And God, He blows on it, and He blesses us. And He does His part. We do our part. He does His part. It works together. And all things work together for the good. And
right, for those that love the Lord.
And call according to His purpose.
Wow. Now, I can see you for some odd reason. It says you are a motivational speaker, but I can absolutely visualize you.
Yes.
Just from that, what you just said was so captivating. I can see you in front of a crowd of women and empowering them.
I love to do that.
Unto their journey.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that something that you're going to do in the future?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness, I'll be there.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll definitely be there.
I love it.
Now, will all of your books be about motivation, or will you venture off into romance or Christian love, or have you thought about those things?
I don't know. God, I know He's strategic, and I know He's got some major plans in store for me, and so we'll just kind of see how it goes. I've been loved, and I love love. I just love it. I can just cry. I love it. And so I don't know what He's going to do. Right now, I'm really just trying. My biggest thing for me is, my name is Ramona, and my website is motivation.org. And, you know, I just want to motivate people. I want to encourage people. I want that after they talk to me, they don't want to give up. They want to keep pushing. They want to open a daycare. They want to try again in their marriage.
That dream that they had that they pushed under the shell?
We're going to put that, yeah. I'm here to help push them to that. You know, I just want to be that life for them to encourage them. My mom is the same way.
Wow. So you get it from your mama.
I get it from my mama.
Wow. Oh, that's beautiful.
I just want to push people to take it, but one day at a time through God's word. We get busy, but you know, that's why if you open up the book, like, it's very, very simple. The first one is called A Fresh Start. The second one is A Second Chance. Like, it's just scriptures, a small scripture each day. Then it's a small devotional, and then it's a small prayer. So I really believe that we have to renew our mind daily to the word of God to be able to take it one day at a time, one step at a time, and tomorrow takes care of itself. But get you a little word today to roll over to the next day. So that's why I wrote it, and I love it.
Unconditional love, day 4.
Unconditional love.
Love is patient.
Yes, it is.
Love is kind.
Yes.
It does not envy. It does not boast, and it's not proud.
It's not proud.
It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking.
No.
It is not easily angered.
No.
And it keeps no record of wrongs.
That's a good one.
I like day 4.
Yes, it's really good.
This book is a keeper. This definitely, and I want your autograph, please.
Yes,
are you doing book signings, or will you be doing a tour?
I am working on doing a tour. I have a lady, she texted me this morning, Ramona, where's the list? So I'm working on doing a tour. My town is so small, very, very small. So I did a couple of book signings there. I did one in Poplar Bluff, my father-in-law's church, Bishop Runweb.
Oh, wow.
I did one at his church, and so I'm getting ready to really push it. So I really thank you for bringing me on the show, just to kind of catapult me and to kind of push me into kind of
I'm glad to have you. When I say I'm really enlightened by this book, this will be something that I keep by my bedside, because sometimes as I go throughout my day and I get up, because my schedule is really, really busy with the show and other things that I do, I need that moment to redirect me back spiritually.
Yes, ma'am.
And this here seems like the right tool. It's almost like the soup for the soul thing that they have going on.
Yes.
And that's what this kind of reminds me of, because it doesn't have a year, doesn't have a date. It's just the day of the week as we go, or through the month, without a specific time frame, and which is good. And you can always know where you are, and you don't even specifically have to go by the days. You can just open it as you would the Bible to see the message, and that's what I just did just then, because those messages were directly for me. I do feel that, without going through the long-winded of it all, but I will do that when I have the time.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, is this on audio as well?
No, it's not on audio.
Okay.
Aaron, I just love him from Stanley Publishing.
Yes, he's
he
awesome.
Works me very well. Major shout out to him.
Yes.
And so he's going to be helping me, and I have other people that has written books, and they're trying to help me, like I said, push it out.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that.
Well, I can definitely see this being a #1 bestseller, and I can definitely see you doing your tour, and because people need to be reminded and have the courage and have the strength to read certain things like this to give them that push. And sometimes we do not have that. So sometimes we get lost in the day-to-day things, and we're like, I don't know.
Right, we get so busy.
Right.
Sometimes you have to make time, sometimes you got to take time. But that's the reason why I made it. Like, if you open it, I wanted to make it readable. I wanted to,
Do you blog?
Do I blog? A little bit. I kind of started off doing that at first. And then, like I said, I started off doing statuses and then writing. And I was writing a status, and it was like this long. I'm like, I need to write a book.
Right.
I need to put this in a book. And I would write my friends, and it's like this long, trying to encourage. I'm like, I need to put this in a book.
Right.
So that's why I did that. And not only do I have a devotion, I have some confessions, healing declarations.
Oh, wow.
I am champion. Those declarations that I wrote is in there. And also my personal testimony about my daughter is in there. It's day 9.
Wow.
And it's absolutely amazing. It's called Bulldog Faith.
Now, how old is your daughter?
She's 4 months.
Oh, wow.
It's an amazing story.
I'm definitely going to check that out.
People read it, they're like, I didn't know. Yeah, I know.
How many children do you have?
I have 2 children. I have a 2-year-old son, Tony Seth Webb, and then I have a 4-month-old Miracle. Her name is Malia Crystal Ray Webb.
Oh, wow. A miracle baby.
Yeah.
Well, God He really do answers prayers. Now, is there anything else you would like to share with our audience today in regards to your book or any upcoming stories that you may be writing? Or blogging or blogging?
I got a lot of work to do. I'm working on it. But I just want to encourage the audience to know that I know it gets so busy. I know you have a lot to do. Wife, husband, children, a friend, cousin, all those different things. But at the end of the day, in order to make it to the next day, you want to make sure that you spend some time with God. You know, it's hard to read the whole Bible. Just get you a little small nugget. If it's just for God so loved the world, know that He loves you and He loves the world, whatever it takes. So I just want to encourage you, motivate you. Don't give up. Keep pushing. God's got great plans. And you got this. You win.
Oh, wow. So encouraging and you're very fiery.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that concludes my interview, guys, with Ramona Golfin-Webb. And it's One Day at a Time. And you guys can find her on Facebook, right?
Facebook,
And are you under Ramona Golfin-Webb on Facebook?
I think on Facebook I'm under just Ramona Golfin. Let me see. It's on the back. Ramona Nisi.
Okay. So Ramona Nisi on Facebook. And her email is golfin23@yahoo.com. So if you have any questions in relation to the book, please email her again at golfin, GOLPHIN 23@yahoo.com. And after these messages, we'll be right back. Good morning and welcome back to the Stoney Love Atlanta Morning Show. And this section of the show is being brought to you by Stanton Publishing House. This is, of course, our bookmark section. And today we have the author, Ramona Golfin-Webb. And her book is titled One Day at a Time. How are you today, Ramona?
I'm doing wonderful.
And tell us where you have driven from today.
Blytheville, Arkansas.
Now that is a drive.
That's a drive.
Well, I want to say thank you so much for coming to the Stoney Love Atlanta Morning Show and sharing your story with us. Now, One Day at a Time reminds me so much of the song. Is that any relation to that?
I have some songs in the devotional, so as you read, definitely taking it one day at a time.
Wow. Now, please tell us what motivated you to write a daily devotional.
What motivated me? Different statuses on Facebook, and people are like, "Oh my God, that's nice." They would share. I wouldn't think a lot about it, but one day specifically in my inbox, a lady wrote me and she said, "Ramona, I really, really, really love your status." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And she said, "You know what? I wish I could read them every day because I wouldn't post them every day. I wish I could read them every day. Would you put it in a book?" And then another lady was like, "You know what? I feel like I can forgive. I feel like I can love again because I read your status and it just did something to me." And so I was like, you know what? Maybe I want to spread it out. So I kind of like began writing, and my mom was like, if you can speak, you can write. Oh, yeah. So she kind of motivated me to do it as well. So I kind of did. It just took me one day at a time and did it.
And I love the title. I love the count. I love the book cover. It makes you want to read it because it sounds so soothing.
Yes.
Really, and that's what it's intended to do. Now, it says that you have a background in psychology?
Social work.
Oh, social work. Okay. That's not the same thing.
It's kind of close. A little close, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so exactly, well, may I ask what it is that you do in that expertise?
Yes. So I got my social work degree from University of Memphis back in 2008, and I used to work with hospice. I didn't know what it was. I just picked it up. I was like, I'll do that one for internship, and I ended up getting hired on. So I did hospice, working with the terminally ill. Then I did case management, working with the mentally ill. And so then I went on from there, wanting to be my own boss. So I went to hair school at Paul Mitchell, and now I'm a hairstylist and a hair salon owner.
Oh, wow.
So I still do social work, but I kind of do hair and kind of, So
you kind of combine the two, and now you are a writer.
Now I'm a writer. Much is given, much is required.
And a mom.
Yes, a mom.
Oh, wow. You're busy.
I'm busy. And a wife, yeah.
And a wife. Yes. But you seem, from when I first met you, very happy, very calm, very relaxed. So, meaning that you're loved, and you're, and when you meet people, you can tell that that they are in a loving place.
Yes, ma'am.
So, will there be more books after One Day at a Time?
Definitely. I'm actually working on one now. And I just, my mind is, it's like once you like have that first baby, have that first book, it's like, I can do this now. And so now I'm writing, I'm in my notes all the time on my phone and just kind of putting in my notes, send them over to my email, getting ready to write for Standing Publishing once again. So
wow, isn't that that is, and it's very motivating as well, because I've written a book before and it's just sitting there in the desk.
You gotta come up with it. You gotta do it one day at a time.
I know, one day at a time. Now, what is your best? I see. Okay, I've just turned to day 23, so I guess it was meant for me. Maintenance of the blessing. And it's Proverbs 10:22. The blessings of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it. But I am working really hard for my wealth. So what is that?
It doesn't add sorrows, though. The blessings of God doesn't add sorrow. I mean, we have to work. We have to use our faith, of course. Faith without works is dead. So we have to do something. We have to actually get up and do the action. And God, He blows on it, and He blesses us. And He does His part. We do our part. He does His part. It works together. And all things work together for the good. And
right, for those that love the Lord.
And call according to His purpose.
Wow. Now, I can see you for some odd reason. It says you are a motivational speaker, but I can absolutely visualize you.
Yes.
Just from that, what you just said was so captivating. I can see you in front of a crowd of women and empowering them.
I love to do that.
Unto their journey.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that something that you're going to do in the future?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness. I'll be there.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll definitely be there.
I love it.
Now, will all of your books be about motivation, or will you venture off into romance or Christian love, or have you thought about those things?
I don't know. God, I know He's strategic, and I know He's got some major plans in store for me, and so we'll just kind of see how it goes. I've been loved, and I love love. I just love it. I can just cry. I love it. And so I don't know what He's going to do right now. I'm really just trying. My biggest thing for me is, my name is Ramona, and my website is motivation.org. And
wow.
I just want to motivate people. I want to encourage people. I want that after they talk to me, they don't want to give up. They want to keep pushing. They want to open a daycare. They want to try again in their marriage.
That dream that they had, that they pushed under the shell?
We're going to put that, yeah. I'm here to help push them to that. I just want to be that life for them, to encourage them. My mom is the same way.
Wow. So you get it from your mama.
I get it from my mama.
Wow. Oh, that's beautiful.
I just want to push people to take it, but one day at a time through God's word. We get busy, but that's why if you open up the book, like, it's very, very simple. The first one is called A Fresh Start. The second one is A Second Chance. Like, it's just scriptures, a small scripture each day. Then it's a small devotional, and then it's a small prayer. So I really believe that we have to renew our mind daily to the word of God to be able to take it one day at a time, one step at a time, and tomorrow takes care of itself. But get you a little word today to roll over to the next day. So that's why I wrote it, and I love it.
Unconditional love, day 4.
Unconditional love.
Love is patient.
Yes, it is.
Love is kind.
Yes.
It does not envy. It does not boast, and it's not proud.
It's not proud.
It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking.
No.
It is not easily angered.
No.
And it keeps no record of wrongs.
That's a good one.
I like day 4.
Yes, it's really good.
This book is a keeper. This definitely, and I want your autograph, please.
Yes.
Are you doing book signings, or will you be doing a tour?
I am working on doing a tour. I have a lady, she texted me this morning, Ramona, where's the list? So I'm working on doing a tour. My town is so small, very, very small. So I did a couple of book signings there. I did one in Popular Bluff, my father-in-law's church, Bishop Runweb.
Oh, wow.
I did one at his church, and so I'm getting ready to really push it. So I really thank you for bringing me on the show, just to kind of catapult me and to kind of push me into kind of
I'm glad to have you. When I say I'm really enlightened by this book, this will be something that I keep by my bedside, because sometimes as I go throughout my day and I get up, because my schedule is really, really busy with the show and other things that I do, I need that moment to redirect me back spiritually.
Yes, ma'am.
And this here seems like the right tool. It's almost like the soup for the soul thing that they have going on.
Yes.
And that's what this kind of reminds me of, because it doesn't have a year, doesn't have a date. It's just the day of the week as we go or through the month without a specific time frame, and which is good. And you can always know where you are. And you don't even specifically have to go by the days. You can just open it as you would the Bible to see the message. And that's what I just did just then, because those messages were directly for me. I do feel that without, going through the long-winded of it all, but I will do that when I have the time.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, is this on audio as well?
No, it's not on audio.
Okay.
Aaron, I just love him from Stanley Publishing.
Yes, he's
he
awesome.
Works me very well. Major shout out to him.
Yes.
And so he's going to be helping me, and I have other people that has written books, and they're trying to help me, like I said, push it out.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that.
Well, I can definitely see this being a #1 bestseller, and I can definitely see you doing your tour, and because people need to be reminded and have the courage and have the strength to read certain things like this to give them that push. And sometimes we do not have that. So sometimes we get lost in the day-to-day things and we're like, I don't know.
Right, we get so busy.
Right.
Sometimes you have to make time, sometimes you got to take time. But that's the reason why I made it. Like, if you open it, I wanted to make it readable. I wanted to,
Do you blog?
Do I blog? A little bit. I kind of started off doing that at first. And then, like I said, I started off doing statuses and then writing. And I was writing a status and it was like this long. I'm like, I need to write a book.
Right.
I need to put this in a book. And I would write my friends and it's like this long trying to encourage. I'm like, I need to put this in a book.
Right.
So that's why I did that. And not only do I have a devotion, I have some confessions, healing declarations.
Oh, wow.
I am champion. Those declarations that I wrote is in there. And also my personal testimony about my daughter is in there. It's day 9.
Wow.
And it's absolutely amazing. It's called Bulldog Faith.
Now, how old is your daughter?
She's 4 months.
Oh, wow.
It's an amazing story.
I'm definitely going to check that out.
People read it, they're like, I didn't know. Yeah, I know.
How many children do you have?
I have 2 children. I have a 2-year-old son, Tony Seth Webb, and then I have a 4-month-old miracle. Her name is Malia Crystal Ray Webb.
Oh, wow. A miracle baby.
Oh, yeah.
Well, God do. He really do answers prayers. Now, is there anything else you would like to share with our audience today in regards to your book or any upcoming stories that you may be writing? Or blogging or blogging?
I got a lot of work to do. I'm working on it. But I just want to encourage the audience to know that I know it gets so busy. I know you have a lot to do. Wife, husband, children, a friend, cousin, all those different things. But at the end of the day, in order to make it to the next day, you want to make sure that you spend some time with God. It's hard to read the whole Bible. Just get you a little small nugget. If it's just for God so loved the world, know that He loves you and He loves the world, whatever it takes. So I just want to encourage you, motivate you. Don't give up. Keep pushing. God's got great plans. And you got this. You win.
Oh, wow. So encouraging and you're very fiery. Well, that concludes my interview, guys, with Ramona Golfin Webb. And it's one day at a time. And you guys can find her on Facebook, right?
Facebook,
And are you under Ramona Golfin Webb on Facebook?
I think on Facebook I'm under just Ramona Golfin. Let me see. It's on the back. Ramona Nisi.
Okay. So Ramona Nisi on Facebook. And her email is golfin23@yahoo.com. So if you have any questions in relation to the book, please email her again at golfin, GOLPHIN 23@yahoo.com. And after these messages, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Stoney Love Atlanta Morning Show, and I am your host today, Stoney Love, and this entertainment section has been brought to you by the Michael Law Firm and Stanton Publishing House. And we have with us in the studio, Chase Turner. He's an R&B singer, and he's driven all the way from Jacksonville, Florida. How are you today, Chase?
I am well. How are you?
Always energetic and always excited.
Of course.
Now, how was the drive?
Yes. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. I slept most of the way, but.
Oh, so you got it like that.
I got it. My buddy Jake, he drove it. He thugged it out.
Thank you for getting here safely. Now, tell us a little bit about yourself and exactly what Chase does.
Well, I'm an R&B artist from Jacksonville, Florida. I don't consider myself as a local artist, as I don't want to put myself in the box. I love singing. I throw in rap because I get that I favor and sound like R. Kelly a little bit, so I just mix it up. I throw in a little bit of rap.
Because I was looking at you, and I was like, you remind me of something. Somebody.
Can't think of what it is.
I was like, I just really didn't. I was like, you have that. You do have that R. Kelly.
That vibe.
Yeah, you have that look, but I see a little bit of Snoop too now.
I hear that too. I hear that too.
Wow, that is so interesting because I get a little bit of both there.
Yeah.
So now, with all of the, not taking the focus off of you.
Oh, no, it's okay.
But with all of the social media negativity that's roaring around right now about Robert Kelly, how does that make you feel since a lot of people compare you as far as your music and your look? Is that hurting you at all?
It is. Oh my God. It hurts. It does. Career-wise and personal-wise, because music-wise, I am a huge fan.
Wow.
R. Kelly's music is like the reason why I wanted to start the music. Actually, in my studio, it's a big R. Kelly poster.
Are you serious?
And it says King of R&B and everything. So when all this came out, I was like, oh, God.
and he's definitely the king of R&B.
Yeah, you can't take that away.
And I don't know, and I choose not to listen to all of what has been said and is being said because I am a fan of R. Kelly.
Right.
And I love his lyrics.
Yeah.
And so I hope that the truth is revealed.
Me too.
Because at some point, it's three sides to every story. His, theirs, and the truth.
Exactly.
And so in the media lately, have you noticed that there has been a lot of revenge?
Uh-huh.
We had the case, and if you don't mind talking about
it. Oh, no, I don't.
With 50 Cent.
Yep.
And the young lady, she lost the revenge case.
Mm-hmm.
And then just recently we have the Mariah Carey. Her assistant Amanda is suing her in retaliation.
Right.
So where is this vengeance is mine, says the Lord.
Exactly.
And now everybody, because there isn't enough zeros or the check has stopped.
Now everybody
then it's like you want to come out and say, oh, well, Chase stubbed my toe like 6 months ago.
Right. And I felt something about it, but I just didn't want to say anything.
Like,
so
really?
You waited, yeah, right.
So as an upcoming artist, does that make you leery about your circle? Like,
oh yes.
Because what if tomorrow that big record deal come through?
Definitely.
And you piss somebody off and say, hey, well, within my budget, I only have room for this amount of people.
Right.
And then there is Chase in the news because he's pissed somebody off.
Right. I definitely keep my circle small. Even when I travel with my two best friends, or one of my best friends is, I have a trust problem anyway, because I always feel like somebody's watching me. And even with the R. Kelly thing, I had a couple of people tell me, they was like, oh, well, you remind me too much and I'm not going to support your music. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm a completely different person.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I had to go on Instagram and make a post and like, hey, I know to y'all I might look like him, but I am not him.
So are you losing followers because of...
Believe it or not, not necessarily losing them. I'm actually gaining them. Like that's why I say it's a blessing.
And then it's a curse.
At the same time, right? It's more positive than negative, right?
Okay.
But I don't want people to say, oh, well, since R. Kelly is going through this, let me piggyback off the next person that reminds me of him. I appreciate it, but just listen to my music and decide for yourself. I don't want nobody to piggyback just because R. Kelly is going through what he's going through. So.
Now, when you perform, and I'm sure you perform in different cities, do you ever sing any of Kel's songs?
Yes. I just had a concert, as a matter of fact,
really?
in Jacksonville, and I did R. Kelly. It was about 10 minutes, 20? No, it wasn't 20 minutes. It was about 10, 12 minutes. I did the Trapped in the Closet. No, actually, it was longer than that, because I did Trapped in the Closet 1, 2, and 3, and then I did like 4 of his other songs. And they fell in love with it.
Are you serious?
As a matter of fact, one of the R. Kelly fan pages, they was like, man, it's creepy. Because I posted the Trapped in the Closet part. They was like, it's creepy how much you look like him and move like him. And I studied him. So, like I said, that's somebody I looked up to music-wise. So.
Now, I went to one of his concerts back in the day, and he gets he lives out the love and the passion of his music on stage.
Right.
You can tell that he is devoted to his fans, and he is devoted to his career.
Right.
So I really would hate to see the world, whatever the case may be unforgiving and judgmental.
Right.
And tarnish someone's career. Now, I've heard other artists has pulled out of some of the songs that he had written himself with such great talent. Without him, they would not have been on the platform or the level.
Right.
He's even written for Michael Jackson. He's written for Celine Dion, who is one of the people that has,
Lady Gaga.
Right, Lady Gaga is one of those that has taken the collaboration off. So it concerns me that people are so judgmental because of what somebody says, without looking at either a forensics or true evidence. Right. Because at some point, and even with the Bill Cosby, if you don't mind talking about that. Oh, no,
I don't. Not at all.
Even with that situation, we have people who come out of nowhere and out of the statute of limitations time. And if you've seen the California law, they turned around and adjusted and made revisions to the statute of limitations for rape during the time that,
I didn't know that.
Oh yes, they did.
Wow.
And which is a cause for Bill Cosby. I'm sure his attorneys are fighting that because it's a clause. I mean, they did it at the time when the complaints came out. So it was a clear-cut case that they were trying to fry him. Yeah. So when we're talking about our African American men such as yourself, who is creating a platform and creating that world for yourself, at some point you're worried about, it's like Lego. Somebody can just come by
and knock all your whole legacy.
Yes, and just like chop you down because of something that they say you did. Yeah. I mean, it infuriates me, and I'm sorry I get so excited because it makes me sort of angry in a way, because it's already hard enough for the African American man to establish himself, to prove himself without being stereotyped. Right. So I know your career is going to still go far. And I want to hear you sing today.
Of course.
Can I?
Of course.
I mean, can you bless me with one of your songs and then one of R. Kelly's songs?
Oh.
Like a little snippet? I want both. Can I get
want both? I'll give you both.
Can I get... Thank you.
Of course.
You can just give it a little snippet.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that good? Or,
that's
or do you
fine.
want us to come back from a commercial break?
No. Well, yeah, we can come back from a commercial break.
Well, you know what, guys? After these messages, we're going to continue to talk to Chase Turner from Jacksonville, Florida, the R&B singer, the legendary upcoming entertainer. And he's going to perform for us. He's going to give us a little snippet. We'll be back after these messages. Good morning again, guys, and welcome back to the Stoney Love Atlanta Morning Show. I have in the entertainment news section with me, Chase Turner, and I'm going to call him Chase. He is an R&B singer from Jacksonville, Florida. And he is going to bless us with a little snippet of his music today, a cappella.
Yeah, I'm going to do it a cappella. I keep Sway doing it.
Well, it seems like you're ready.
Right. Okay. She shaking, she moving, grooving, she grinding, she all up on it. Working, she twerking, and in my mind I'm like, God, I want it. Whew. Lusting, can't trust it. Fine as hell, wishes, no discussion. Be careful how you spend. She'll leave you with nothing. Scratching and moaning loud, and she wild like we in the jungle. Tossing and turning, pulling, we fighting like Royal Rumble. Heels on with your ankles, we shake that chandelier. Your legs up by your ears. Okay.
Ooh. Wait a minute, you're hanging from the chandelier?
Yeah, I mean, I told you who, music-wise I look at.
Oh, my God. Hanging from the chandelier and the legs up by the
Don't tell my mama. She,
Mama. Spank him when he gets home.
Don't tell my mama can't. Listen, Mama, if you're watching this.
We can't even edit out that part. Oh,
if you're watching, Mama, I was, I don't know what I was thinking when I wrote it.
But that's beautiful. And your voice is oh, wow. Now, you sound.
Yeah. I know.
And let me hear something from him from Kels.
It's 7 o'clock in the morning and the rays from the sun wakes me. I'm stretching and yawning in a bed that don't belong to me. And a voice yell, good morning, darling, from the bathroom. She come out and kisses me, and to my surprise, she ain't you. Now I got this dumb look on my face like, what have I done? How could I be so stupid? I've made it to the morning sun. Must have lost the track of time. Oh, what was on my mind? From the club went to
Woo-wee.
I always laugh because I tell people I don't sound like him, but when I get to that part, I hear it.
Oh my God, that's talent.
Oh, thank you.
Like, I am so super impressed.
Thank you. That's amazing.
Like, I hope that you get a record deal. You're so
we working on it. We working on it.
Wow. Now, what are your plans as far as do you have like upcoming concerts? Are you going to be traveling?
Yes. I actually have 4 in Jacksonville. I have one Monday, one Wednesday, one Thursday, and one Friday in Jacksonville. I am working on stuff to travel. I have a lot of people want me to come to New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, here.
Atlanta, yes, Atlanta would.
I'm working on. I'm just trying to set aside the dates because I am in the process of releasing another project. I'm trying to release 3 EPs this year.
Oh, wow.
I released my my first. It's not really an EP, but it's not an album, so it's really an IP.
Okay.
It's called Lion. It's on like every platform: iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. I released that August the 2nd of last year, and it did pretty well. So a lot of people wanted me to release some more stuff. So I'm gonna change it up on this one. I have like some dance hall stuff that I'm gonna do. So
some dance hall,
like more like reggaeton, but it's R&B.
So, really? Oh, okay. It sounds, our producer got happy.
Yeah, I just want to, just because a lot of people they hear. I try to be very, very versatile.
Yes.
So I'm releasing a dance hall EP as well as a neo soul as well as traditional R&B. So
now, as far as family, are you dating? Are you married? I know you don't want to say you're dating because that kills it with the ladies.
No, I'm not. Believe it or not, I actually just went through a divorce.
What? So you're available? Did y'all hear that? Chase is available.
I actually went. Yeah, it was. But I mean, I would never bash anybody. It was a learning experience. And I'm thankful that I went through that because I have some amazing songs.
From that.
And it's funny because it's on the dance hall. Like it's dance. Like the songs you hear, you'll dance. But if you listen to the words, I'm actually saying some real stuff.
So are you guys friends?
Yeah, I will always
you have children
love him. No, I don't have. I take care of her son though.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm the only father he knows. So I'm the only one he knows. So
your character, just listening to you have character and integrity.
Well, thank you.
And I can hear that.
You heard that, Mama?
That. Besides the chandelier.
Right. Yeah, we weren't supposed to talk about that.
Right, but that's okay. You know, everybody has that.
Oh yeah, of course. I joke. My mom, she's very proud.
That freaky side to them. Course. I don't care who they are.
That's how we got here.
Right. So, in future news, will you be doing any collaborations with anyone locally, possibly, or have you done anything with anyone or any offers on the table?
I have a bunch of offers to do collaborations with a lot of people, especially in Jacksonville. I just see it like I'm really, really serious and passionate
about your brand,
about my brand. So if they're not investing, and I don't want to ever make myself or make someone feel like I'm better than them. Okay. So I don't want to say, oh, no, I'm not going to. I don't think you take it serious. I will never do that because I constantly do shows.
Yes.
So if I do a song with someone, you need to be willing to do a show. A lot of people don't have stage presence. I'm really big on stage presence.
Now, how often do you practice
Every day.
Are you serious?
Every day. I don't do, and that's one thing I said too. I said last year I was doing a lot of showcases and I was doing a lot of regular shows. I said this year I would not do any showcases or shows. So every concert that I do is 25 to an hour long.
Wow.
I have 4 dancers and I work them so hard. I love them so much.
Oh, shout out to the dancers.
Yes, I love y'all. Cash, all y'all. I love y'all.
So you have female and male dancers?
I have one male dancer. He's amazing.
Okay.
Amazing. His name is O'Shea. He's amazing. Listen, he's very, very good. I told him to teach me a thing or two because I can't dance.
Because you can't. You just follow along.
Right. I can lean. Listen, when I tell you when it comes to them beats, y'all will be like, he lying. He can dance. I can't.
You just kind of slide in there with them.
I entertain. That's all. I can entertain for a split second to make it look like I can dance, but that's it. I can't dance. Really.
Well, I think that's amazing that you have your own dance choreographer, correct? Mm-hmm. And you write your own music. Mm-hmm. That definitely shows that you're passionate about your career and you're entertaining the world. So hopefully your fan base, with that saying so, despite everything that's going on in the entertainment world, that the love for you won't stop and that it continues to grow.
Hopefully.
Now, tell everybody where they can find you at.
Oh, of course. I'm on Instagram. Please go to my Instagram. I do not do Facebook. If you see a Chase Turner Facebook, that is not me.
It's the fake book.
It's a fake. That's what it is. Fake book. I'm on Instagram as Chase_DA_artist. That's Chase D artist. No, but I put a little twist with the DA. I thought I was cool. I realized I wasn't.
Well, you were cool. Like you just kind of just slid right over.
Right. I got comfortable. Now you made me comfortable. You see, I still ain't look at that camera though.
Oh, it's all right. Well, you're gonna have many more camera interviews and many more cameras in your faces.
As long as I have these shades, I'm okay.
Okay.
I can hide behind the shades.
Well, I once heard, I asked somebody in their entertainment business why they wear shades. And it was told to me is that they didn't want the different spirits to come into their world.
That part. Mm-hmm.
And so that's why they hide behind, because it's so many people.
Right.
And usually when you're talking to people, I was always told to make eye contact.
Of course.
And so maybe I should stop doing that.
No. Well,
maybe I'm walking around with a bunch of spirits.
You prayed up. That's what that is, dog. You prayed up. It's okay.
It's okay?
It's okay.
Okay.
Listen.
Well, Chase,
they know not to jump on you.
Now, I'm going to be coming hopefully soon. Now, Jacksonville is my spot.
Okay.
It's my vacation spot. I've been coming there with my children. Believe it or not, I have grown.
Yeah, I would have never guessed.
Yeah,
when you said I look like you don't have no kids.
Yeah, I'm a grandmother.
Really?
Yes.
I need to drink what you drink. Ali.
All right.
You look way younger than me.
Well, no. Yeah, I have grandchildren, and we would always go to Jacksonville Beach, my daughter, my kids and I. And so that is my second home. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I will definitely be coming to Jacksonville. I don't know when, but hopefully before the year is out.
Oh, of course.
And shout out to everyone in Jacksonville and the 904 radio.
Right, yes.
And that is correct?
Yes.
No doubt.
Power 904, yes.
Power 904. We're going to give you a shout out and much love.
Of course.
Yes.
I love her.
Yes, no doubt. And thank you so much for making this happen. Well, guys, we're going to take a break and we'll be back after these messages. And thank you, Chase Turner, for joining us today.
Thank you.